How do you still hear
It's
that?
supposed to help you sleep.
How do you still hear that? That's like going on for like a week. His cricket thing. Yeah, I never heard it before, and now I hear it. Because if it was outside, it wouldn't be in the same exact spot.
Time to raise
Ray was like, oh my god, cricket.
This is week 1 of the 2019 season on EA Sports. Tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6th Super Bowl banner as they take on an old foe in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll be back to wrap up a wild first Sunday in the NFL. But first, it's time for Sunday Night Football as we welcome in Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, coach coverage of the National
Rambo needs a muscle, that's what he needs.
Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has
Rambo! Enough!
A moment ago, the Pats emerged from
the
locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Godden with Charles Davis, and the 100th season of the NFL is underway. Had some great games this afternoon.
Why does Tom Brady come out without his helmet on?
The defending champs take the spot.
Every other player is wearing a helmet except Tom Brady.
Another Super Bowl championship that they'll get to celebrate.
In my game, he came out of the tunnel without his helmet on.
And once again, the Patriots on top of the football world as we begin another season. Do they have enough room to continue to raise banners? I feel like they're running out here at this stadium.
Just the way it is. It's great. It's great. He really doesn't
They don't care about room. They just want more banners.
Yeah, that's for sure. And tonight, all they'll care about is celebrating yet another Super Bowl championship.
Every time he talks, a freaking cricket.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go.
He's on your shoulder probably telling you what to say.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers
I'm going to be your guide. Cricket, cricket.
Lead this offensive unit. And he's led them since his rookie year all the way back in 2004. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And his first
you're not going to test out Gilmore, Steelers. Don't even try.
And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
And now the spotlight falls on wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster because with the acrimonious departure of Antonio Brown to Oakland and Le'Veon Bell moving on to the New York Jets, he is truly the #1 target for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Dante Hightower is a prototypical run-stuffing inside linebacker who has the ability to go to the edge and rush the passer. And there's no better example than when he had the strip sack against Matt Ryan in Super Bowl 51.
I can just see it.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Come on, Gilmore.
Down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
They're running it.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner.
Are you really watching it again?
3 up to the 48. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, 2 of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year, each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. Here's Roethlisberger. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And this will be taken at the 13. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 30 on the 6-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
Get in there, you piece of rat.
You know how impossible that is.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. He'll be dropped at
the closest was the New York Yankees went 149 and 13
on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense.
But that was back in the old days. Like nowadays, there's no way that's happening.
In 2018, to that stable have the universal ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Probably no, because the way players play nowadays.
Now a play fake. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it.
Don't even start. I'll kick him once he gets in.
Defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play.
Backwards, I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on the defense, and they can add up as the game goes along.
Can it not be full yet?
Control the ball.
I'm not ready.
That way you often control the game.
Come on,
a gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set them back 5. A false start.
Oh, Lord.
5, 1st and 15.
No.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Connor.
The hell defense.
Touchdown, Steelers. From 17 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game.
That's a tough one.
Play, they had no answer.
Because they both look alike.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Facebook updated their website.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of play.
What did your mom do to her back, Matt?
And find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes.
Does she have
yards to pick up there. Move the
herniated discs?
How many times have we seen that? 3rd down, and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the MVP last season. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. First carry down for Rex Burkhead. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Yeah. Because you sent it.
Now Brady
you
on
sent
the
it.
The hell, Brady? No one is close to Washington.
Watson was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And now we take a peek.
Stop getting me into music.
And the big story, of course, no Rob Gronkowski at tight end. Who's going to step up for the big-time playmaker? Who's going to give Tom Brady the security blanket that he used to have from big number 87?
Here's 2nd and 10
It's
now.
hard rock, not metal.
Throwing again. Brady to Gordon out left. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Bud Dupree came out of the University of Kentucky determined to let everyone know that they play football there as well as basketball. A terrific pass rusher off the edge.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Sugar! Switch! Ball 50.
Play action, now it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Brady inaccuracy crap.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed
Joe
always
has.
different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger.
Somebody's open, Big Ben, get rid of it.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Wait, I didn't know they sang this. Phil Collins and NSYNC did freaking Tarzan.
Gain of 5. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, it's Connor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's Roethlisberger. And
Nice.
over the middle. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2.
The Steelers inside my bones. Oh, to the city? Oh, my home. I hope they get back together. I swear.
Up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
A reminder, coming up tomorrow night, it's the one weekend of the year where we get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders, Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and also the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game at 10:30 Eastern. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Well, it hurts to say. I'm gonna pack up my bags and I'm gonna go away.
From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Brady now to throw. That's complete. complete to his
You
tight
got
end.
to
This is
be
Lance
mine.
Kendricks.
Or
4
lover,
yards on the completion, and
lover.
it sets up
You
a
don't
third
treat me
down.
no good no more.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw, it's Brady.
That's
incomplete,
interference.
but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady gives to Michelle. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From midfield, here's Brady. Finding Harris over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New
But
England
there's
first
some
down.
4-day passes for 2020.
It's a nice job
but
hitting
it's
him
in
on the end around
Tennessee.
there,
Thank
coming out of
you.
the backfield, cutting sharply across
For
the middle.
country music
And that's
buzz.
good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to James. No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he lets go a laser, pulled in by
What the hell is the flag? Don't tell me it's holding.
He's taken down here with a penalty flag
Oh.
on the field.
Hey.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, check it. Watch 98. Watch 98. Hey, check it.
On play action, now Brady.
Good God, John scored it.
Complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Maybe just a slight deep. Throwing now is Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? All although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head.
Oh, leave that on.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side. I missed it. Totally missed it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the counter, it's Connor. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him is level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got Rodgers. That one goes for 24 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Down Michelle. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
I moved first.
Well, it's a third and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
This could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled.
It was right there.
Catch them off balance.
Able to read that.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And I think we've got a hold here.
Stupid holding flag.
For the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, they run with Michelle. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now Brady. Well, Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Brady hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Go Bandit. Alert!
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Damian Harris, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got you. Hey, go 66. 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Hey, keep it. Hey, let go. Check it.
To throw again. Brady looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Oh, my
And down he goes.
Another second. I would have hit Edmonton.
41-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Is that the leg?
Crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you. We'll look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Le'Veon Bell, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Matt Ryan with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. And finally, on Monday night, a doubleheader to start the new year. Houston traveling to the Bayou to... In the game you've been watching, it was Ben Roethlisberger who led the way offensively in the first half. His guys lead the Super Bowl champs as we get you back to Foxborough and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. 40 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a 1st down. Brady now going to lead it with Michel on the draw. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady. And there's the first NFL catch for N'Keal Harry. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. On the ground, this is Michel. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Alpha. Easy. Sugar.
Brady now on 3rd and goal.
That's
And
unfair.
that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
And they will run it with Michel.
Can't
And
just
he is
run.
met quickly in the
Red zone.
backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, 66.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
That's it. Big hit.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points will be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time, and it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Oh, fighting off the defender. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bash, did he?
Super tough.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons of linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Caught by the tight end Watson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right?
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it's picked up by
the Patriots. Fumble, little recover.
To the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the 2nd half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
Oh, Joe at work? He didn't... He has to be at work because he does work with him. Already there. He didn't come on this morning.
On the other side, the scoop and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Oh.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Go get him, Randy. Go get him.
The back line of the end zone for a touchback. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field.
Who you using with that?
Fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talking about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time.
Mama,
We've been in the practices, the
against the wall.
drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Now Roethlisberger.
Well, you don't have the AFC because there's only 3 NFC teams, so you might as
He'll
well
be
do it.
dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Jaguars are AFC, so.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Shotgun handoff to Sanders.
Jaguars are
Trying to
AFC.
run inside, but nothing there.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field.
You have the
because
whole
they were
AFC
able to
South.
throw
You have
the linebacker, get into the
Jaguars,
backfield,
Colts.
and spill the play.
From the
Yeah,
gun on
23.
3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught. The former USC Trojan, Xavier Grimble. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field.
Yeah,
working
but
against
he doesn't
some
want to deal with the
safeties, and you
Patriots,
know
so I don't think he's
if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is
Lord.
about. And yes, they want the points. So
I was all over him, too.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again and hoping to do better than they did their last
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that,
Why would that
you
be
start
one
to
of
win
your
first
reasons?
down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Why was Carolina be one of your
The
least
Pats
favorite
take
teams?
over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
How do you hate Carolina?
Shotgun now for Brady.
What's wrong with Carolina?
To Gordon, out left. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride,
Yeah,
and
he
you can
doesn't
pick up
take
a
him.
lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
David Harris! Whoa!
And he'll take it into
Touchdown!
the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we
Well, I
going
have
to
a
do?
whole
You don't go
bunch.
away
I have a
like
whole
what you did
bunch.
before,
Steelers,
because that
Cowboys.
worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No, I have more.
Roethlisberger to throw. This one complete right side to
Such as the Bucks. I can't see
And
the
they work
Bucks.
this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. And his throw here is incomplete. And the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
No. Yes, they do. I think they do.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left
Just do
needing 7
autopilot.
yards on
One
3rd
thing will be on
down.
autopilot.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. Tell you what, he's been able to put the
And the
ball in some
quicker you
tight
want
spots all
speed
day
and
long. That
control
throw, no
that
different.
team, and
Yeah, a lot
hopefully
of
you
people
win
call
that
it a
game.
gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as,
If you lose,
I
they're
can
going to
do
hurt
it,
you because
so
you
it's not
lose,
that
your
big
other
of a deal
team
to me,
wins.
and I'm going to keep firing.
So basically, what I would do is that is the team with the worst record is the team you would want to
And
beat.
brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
You control
13-yard
the
gain
team
yet
better.
again, just like last
The
play.
worst record.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Oh my god, what is this secondary doing all of a sudden? The secondary is crap. We shut them down. Patriots.
Steelers have once again taken the lead.
Every game I'm doing, I'm in a shootout. The Steelers.
Put through by Boswell.
Every game I've so
Decision to
far
just
played
kick the extra point
has been a
winds up
shootout.
successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah, I hate the Bengals.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And
No,
no
back
run
in front,
back here this
Pittsburgh.
way. A touchback,
The hell is
and it
my
comes out to the
defense?
25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan. And thought there were some holes in the defense.
No.
And they exploited them the last time out.
I'm not playing
Let's see if they
anything.
can come back and put together a similar drive.
I'm not watching
And we'll
anything.
see if they can do just that. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What?
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground. This
Why
time
is
it's
that
Michelle. And
everything?
he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Yeah,
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie. 931 to be exact, to go along
That's
with
a
6
film
scores
clipboard.
for the former Georgia Bulldog. They run on
I
first
did
down,
that.
but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ah.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Hey, 166.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
It automatically locks in until you don't really do anything. You just gotta get it. And then, well, if you have a player, it depends on the player. Some players you have to.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree. Credit him with a sack, and it goes.
Well, it depends on the player.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and it can
yeah, that's automatically.
Sometimes they take too long to develop.
You just gotta get it, because I think his is like runs.
Called for a defense.
No, unless it depends on the player. Like for Mahomes to do the bazooka, you gotta do. It's a certain button, but for like Brady, his is just highlights the first open receiver. That does it automatically.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And able to find Dorsett. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A give to Burkhead on first down. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Again, they run with Burkhead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Hey, 66. Shadow.
To throw is Brady.
Oh, I can almost do that early. Thank you.
Patriots. A touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Why I flew too early. Oh, God.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Come on, no England will be doing no damn dab.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
That plays in the celebrate that way.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Yeah.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Oh, wherever he got it from, I'll see it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business.
Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
They're short of the first down.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Well, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain, Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, now Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch it out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now off to the races.
Wow, Steelers.
And all the way in. Touchdown.
That's too big.
New England. Lance Kendricks. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base?
Intercepted!
He's here and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A run on 1st down, but it's
He's
not
on
going to get
Facebook,
much. Maybe a yard,
Ian.
and that's all. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Got to figure now
Oh, yeah,
after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Off the draw, here's Michel. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 34 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gostkowski for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Moncrief brings it in. A gain of 6 there on first. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Here's Roethlisberger. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger, wide open receiver, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Ben to throw again. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's working on a string of 8 straight completions. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Roethlisberger.
Oh, what the fuck?
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam.
He's high.
And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed
and
a
here we go.
They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you.
Hang on.
So for the Pats, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Getting dressed, so
Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they obviously fall to
wearing her shirt
0-1
tonight.
with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I think so. On the back? No. Oh. Yeah, no. What?
My kicker actually had a tackle. He got a tackle in the kickoff.
$167. I had to get drinks.
Damn, I scored 28 points in the fourth quarter.
I have 20
Jesus.
in my pocketbook. Nerd.
That's a good way to start.